As the world commemorates the International Migrants Day, a call has gone out for every migrant to be treated with dignity and their choice to migrate be respected. Well, thousands of people die each year trying to cross the Mediterranean, many of them fleeing conflict in their countries or in search of greener pasture. Now, migration expert Emmanuel Okonkwo joins us now in the studio for more on this issue. Good to have you here on the News Hour. So yes, according to the United Nations Secretary General, migration is a powerful driver of economic growth. But why do migrants still face this harsh treatment when in search of greener pastures or facing or running away from conflict?
Well, I think it depends on how you are migrating. There's actually, you've got legal migration and then you've got illegal migration. I think when you're migrating illegally, then you're prone to people maltreating you. But then if you're migrating legally, so you've gone through the visa processes, you've submitted the applications, you've got a greater chance of being treated with dignity and respect when you travel or when you migrate legally. So what needs to be happening in our country is to actually inform people that there are opportunities to migrate legally. A lot of people don't know. They think the only way to get out, or the only way to, obviously, your right to seek greener pastures is a fundamental human right, but the information needs to get out there that a lot of people who are migrating illegally are doing that without knowing that they can actually
talking about, sorry, Ngochi, talking about those who are migrating illegally,
yes.
those who migrate illegally is based, we know, based on conflict. So they need to run away from war, from conflict-prone areas. So
True.
they do not have the time to do such things legally. So for such persons who run away from such countries,
yes.
surely they should be treated, with some level of respect.
Well, they should, and that's why we have international conventions. That's why countries have embassies. That's why you need to have a very robust diplomatic system in your country. Because if people are going from here to Libya, for instance, then it's only right that the Libyans treat us with respect, but that's not, you have to enforce that. You have to have a very robust system, a very robust diplomatic system. So your embassies, your ambassadors have to have their hands on deck. It's not automatic.
So for Nigerians who suffer these, illegal migrants who suffer these, you believe the Nigerian government has failed them? Oh yeah, in a sense. For instance, there was as a young man, there was a time I was in Damascus, Syria, and we didn't have an embassy there. We had little issues in Damascus, Syria. I was 26 years old, and they said the nearest embassy is in Saudi Arabia. So whatever happens to you in Syria, Damascus, you're really on your own. Obviously, I cannot also blame the government for the choice that I made to travel that way. So we need to find a balance here. But I also ask you, do you think there's a perception about, I've read an article that says Caucasians, the whites, immigrants, are called expats, and all the others are called migrants. You have an immigrant's wife.
True.
Has she been treated differently because she's from the UK?
Yes.
Do you think that happens where we are called migrants and others are called expats?
Well, that's just the way the world is. It's hard to, it's not politically correct to say that, but that's how all animals are equal. But apparently, some animals are more equal than the others. So,
okay.
What I'm saying is that your country profile matters. If your country is seen as a basket case, then people will treat people from your country the same way. Americans are treated with dignity because you kind of respect them. We need to start getting our country profile going up, because that's how people will treat us, whether we're traveling legally or we're traveling illegally. You're treated the way your country is perceived. The perspective people have of your country is how they're going to treat you. So even when an American travels illegally, you know he's American. You're not going to mess with him. So we need to put our house in order. It comes back to getting our profile up, getting our economy working, and just presenting a country with dignity.
Reminds me of the story, the documentary Banged Up Abroad, where even illegal migrants from the US and other countries are really treated differently, even when they've committed a crime.
Get your country, with dignity, and that dignity will be transferred to your migrants.
So more or less rebranding, if I were to put it that way. Thank you. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Okonkwo, for your insights on TVC News.
Thank you for having me.